Hey everybody, this is Trey Byars with Copperdome Strategies. I, along with Jeff Thordahl, represent you guys at the Statehouse. Just want to provide you with a quick look back at the past election cycle, then also a good look ahead at what's going to come up in the 2025 legislative session. So when talking about elections at the Statehouse level, we have to start out in the House of Representatives. There have been some really significant changes in the House Labor, Commerce, and Industry Committee. This committee is responsible for reviewing and approving most legislation that impacts us as CPAs. Longtime House LCI Chair Bill Sandifer lost his re-election primary, and second in line Representative Jay West lost his primary election as well, which caused a little bit of a shakeup. The House has decided that longtime representative from the Bluffton area, Bill Herb Kurzman, will become the next chair of the House LCI Committee. For y'all's purposes, Representative Mark Smith, who represents Berkeley County, will move from the House 3M Committee to the House LCI Committee. He will be the chair of the Subcommittee of Business and Commerce, where a lot of our bills go. Great guy. We'll enjoy working with him. In the state Senate, they also experienced some significant changes. The Republicans gained 4 seats. They went from 30 to 34. The Democrats now have 12. So the Republicans have a supermajority. One notable upset I would mention was longtime state senator Gerald Malloy lost his general election to a Republican, J.D. Chaplin. The only committee chairmanship that changed was the Family and Veteran Services Committee. Longtime Republican Senator Katrina Shealy in Lexington lost her primary campaign to a Republican, Carlisle Kennedy. The new chair of this committee is Senator Tom Young, who represents the Aiken area. So let's now go to the 2025 legislative session. South Carolina State House will prioritize a couple issues. One thing that they're going to probably focus on, especially the Senate to start, will be an energy bill this session. The House passed an energy bill last year, and the Senate decided to take it up but not finish it. So that'll be probably the first bill you see out of the Senate. Another key issue, the Senate's going to spend a lot of time on their joint and several liability laws. The House will probably spend some time there as well. There'll be a debate on whether they focus on just liquor liability or joint and several. This will be kind of an issue to watch. Another thing, this really something we'll focus on, is both chambers really seem to be focused on workforce development. In this regard, our association has spearheaded a legislative effort on the Senate side. We have a bill that will be sponsored by Senator Wes Clymer that will be introduced probably the first week of session in January, which session starts January 14th, I should mention. This bill will address our Practice Act and is expected to be introduced, like I said, first week of January. As states nationwide reassess their licensure models to alleviate barriers to professional entry, South Carolina has decided we have to be proactive to maintain a regulatory framework, the robustness, effectiveness, and alignment with these evolving trends. While we're collaborating with Senator Clymer on this bill's drafting, the South Carolina CPA Association has adhered to 4 fundamental principles. First, upholding professional integrity, public trust, and mobility. Addressing the declining pipeline within the industry, maintaining licensure standards, and balancing urgency with long-term viability. The CPA Association, we eagerly anticipate the introduction and passage of this bill, with the ultimate goal being we want to have this done and signed into law by the governor in May. I would mention another bill. You're not going to be shocked to hear this. As with previous years, CPA Association will prioritize the passage of the annual conformity bill, which conforms the federal tax code with the state tax code. This year's version, H3489, was pre-filed by Representative Nathan Ballantyne, who's just been such a great friend to the industry over the years. He's really taken this issue head on, and I think this is maybe his 3rd or 4th straight year sponsoring this bill, and he's pushing to get it done early on the House side and then finishing it up in the Senate. So we're looking forward to that and getting that bill passed again, like always. Finally, Liz and Chris would definitely want me to mention this. Please remember to participate in this year's Love Our Legislators event. That'll be February 12th at the State House. Last year's event was a resounding success, and legislators really appreciate the opportunity to get to speak to you guys and get to know you and find out really what's going on with CPAs in our state and what they could do to help. So that was really helped us continue to promote all the great things you guys are doing and work with our key members of the General Assembly and get stuff done. We encourage you to join us this February. I think this year will be maybe our best year yet as far as attendance. Lastly, Jeff's not here, but really appreciate you guys and your support over the years. This upcoming, and I'm being very serious when I say this, and I think Chris would agree, this upcoming legislative session probably will be the most impactful legislative sessions ever for CPAs in our state. We urge you to remain engaged. We want to continue to build on the successes we've had over the last couple of years, and we're in a really good spot. And specifically with the West Clymer bill, stay engaged, show up at the subcommittee process. We'll give you guys updates on what's going on, but please reach out to your senator and House member and let them know that you want that bill passed and why it's important to you as a CPA in the state. But hey, if there's ever anything we can do to help you guys, please let us know. We really appreciate you guys and look forward to seeing you at the Love Our Legislators event in February. Thanks.